What's up, Epic 7? Welcome to Nature's Decline and Decay, Epic Hell. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's time to get this done. We're going to do Epic Hell with all RGB units with the exception of 2, and I'll give you an alternate for 1. We're going to do this without any limited units. This is End Game PVE. Now, for those of you worried, what if I can't handle this? So what? Don't do it. It's not important. Unlike the advents of long ago, Epic Hell is not required to get your summons. You will notice that the clear Epic Hell difficulty is not counted towards all achievements. You will be able to get your 6 out of 6 without doing this last one. You'll be able to get your last light summon. All you're going to miss out on is 1 leaf. And what that means is in the exchange shop, the sections that cost leaves, you'll be able to get everything except 1. So make sure you buy your light connections first if that's the most important thing to you, and then just pick one of the mod boxes that you don't care about, like maybe crit chance, and you aren't going to be able to buy the last one of these. So don't panic about not being able to do Epic Hell. Most people aren't going to be able to. It is designed for the top 10% of players in the game. It's designed to be the hardest PvE content we get. It's not for everybody, and if you can't handle it, that's fine. Just farm hell. Get everything you can out of this event, squeeze it for everything it's worth, and then maybe next time around you'll be able to do Epic Hell, but if you want to try it, here's a team to do it. So, I've built a team that's going to ignore the counter mechanics. If you want to find a way to do this respecting the mechanics, then check out I'mSue's video. It'll be linked in the description of my video, and it will show you a team where Team 2, though it has more RNG, it is a pretty good way to get rid of the counter buff, and once you get rid of the counter buff, stage 3 is a cakewalk. So if you want to respect the mechanics, go for it. We, on the other hand, are going to use Specter Tenebria, and Specter Tenebria respects nothing. She can't be countered on her S1, and that lets us use her with her soul burns to burst down the final phase, leaving the counter buff intact, so we don't have to get rid of that mechanic. Here's how the team works. First, we're going to run Senya as our principal tank on this team. Now, the trick to Senya is you want to make sure she has 200 effect resistance. Now, I know mine is at 140, but we get a 70 effect resistance boost. Now, it goes down every time that she suffers an attack. So I'm overcapped a little bit, 70, that's 210. That should keep me pretty good for a couple of hits. You want to have 85% effectiveness, but if you're going to run Mercenary Helga, you can actually go as low as 35% effectiveness. The reason for 35% effectiveness is Mercenary Helga will give an effectiveness buff, allowing Senya to be at 85% effectiveness. It's a plus 50% buff. So if you don't want to run Mercenary Helga, you can run pretty much anybody in her place. Just be aware that if you do, you are going to need the full 85% effectiveness on your Senya. I am going to run Mercenary Helga. If you choose to run somebody else, run Laia, run Galililius, run any green DPS unit, run Seaside Bologna, extra chances for defense breaks. It'll make it a lot cleaner and easier, but I like Mercenary Helga. I haven't gotten a chance to use her in a long time, so here she is. She has got 50%, she needs 35% effectiveness because she gives herself the effectiveness buff as well. Did I say Seaside Bologna? I meant just Bologna. I'll just edit the word seaside out. I'll crop that out. It'll be fine, guys. Don't worry. You need 35% effectiveness on Helga because, again, she gives herself the 50% boost. Her artifact doesn't really matter. I guess in a perfect world, give her Daydream Joker. Her damage doesn't really matter. She's just there to be my defense breaker and to give the effectiveness buff. That shows you how unimportant this third unit is, as long as it's somebody that can bring some damage to the team. As for the highest attack unit, and this is important, you want to make sure your highest attack unit has a non-attack skill that can cleanse the curse. Now, if you didn't see it before, my Senya is sitting here with 42, 47 attack. My Zahak has got 4,300 attack, so my Zahak is the highest attack unit. This can be tough because Senya has pretty high attack. Do what it takes to get Zahak's attack higher than Senya. That's important. Gave him Daydream Joker. It is still the best damage artifact in the game for this. Its power is cut in half, so it only does 1.5% the enemy's max damage, but at 267 crit damage, that's nearly 9k extra damage per hit. His EE doesn't really matter, just pick one and run with it. That will get us out of phase 1 very, very easily. Unless we're very unlucky with defense breaks. Phase 2 is the trickier one. Phase 2, we're going to run Bomb Model Kana. Bomb Model Kana brings a speed buff to the team, which is great. She's got a strip on her S3, which is instrumental to clearing this. And we can run her on Bloodstone, which makes her a backup healer, which is also very nice. All of her attacks are multi-target, which help when the mushrooms are up. I don't think her artifact really matters. Just pick one and run. And give her some damage. Next, we're going to run Mercedes. She is our principal damage dealer. I've got her on a counter set. I don't think it's required. You could run her on a destruction set. Should work just fine. It's a very stereotypical fire Mercedes. Everyone has one of these built. Now's your chance to actually use it, because everybody has one built and nobody uses her. And the last unit on the team, I'm going to run Mascot Hazel. Mascot Hazel is my cleanser. She's an attack buffer. She's got cleanse on multiple skills. I build her tanky enough to take some hits because she is in the front line, getting hit in the face a lot. A little bit of effect resistance is nice, but not required. And hopefully that's enough to chew through phase 2. As long as you can chew through phase 2, now the world's your oyster. We're going to run Assaria as our defense breaker, our resetter, and hopefully our target debuff applier. Then we're going to run a nuclear specter tenebria. I put her on Daydream Joker. This will out damage having the additional burn from Tagahel's book, so hopefully this pays off for us. You could run Tog's book if you're out of Daydream Jokers. That would work too. You just want to have her as strong as you can because it's important that she blasts the damage down. Now, mine's a little bit soft. And because she's a little bit soft, my cleanser and attack buffer is going to be Maid Chloe. If you don't have or don't want to run Maid Chloe, you can run Sinful Angelica. Now, the advantage to Sinful Angelica is you get 20% more attack. So use that increased attack to make your Stenny bulkier. Because if your Stenny dies, she's not killing anything. If my Stenny dies... Sorry, that should have been in place of Maid Chloe, not in place of Saria. There you go. If my Stenny dies, Maid Chloe can bring her back to life. If your Stenny dies, you just lose. So make sure you got enough bulk on your Spectre Tenebria to survive taking a couple of stray extra hits. But if you got Maid Chloe, she's an excellent option for backup plans. I love backup plans. Sometimes your backup plans are so good, you just hope everything else fails. Don't forget to put your side story pet. The amount of currency you get from Epic Hell is crazy. Don't leave 16% of it behind. Make sure you got your side story currency pet loaded up, and let's fire the team up. Your body will become fertile soil for new life. There is no need to be sad, just enjoy the beauty that is the process. It's the most metal thing a tree's ever said to me. At the start of the fight, the boss is going to apply Curse to the highest attack unit. You want to make sure that highest attack unit is the Hawk, so he can use his non-attack skill to cleanse the curse. Using a non-attack skill is what gets rid of the curse. We'll go ahead and S2 Mercenary Helga here, get rid of the stigma on her. Throw a little bit of damage into the boss. We'll use the S3. This is where we get our effectiveness buff from. This is what lets you run as low as 35% effectiveness on your Senya, because that's a nice 50% effectiveness boost. We're looking for a provoke on both of the trees. If you don't get both of the trees, you may want to consider restarting. If you get just one of the trees, you're probably okay, but getting both is ideal. So that was 2 provokes on a hit. This counterattack is 3 provokes on a hit. We really want to see a defense break here. Without the defense break, it's very, very, very hard to clear, because the defense break is what lets us do this tremendous damage. Another hit. Plant hits Senya. Senya counters. That's 4 hits. Reapplying the provoke. One of them is going to hit her. It's fine, so we'll just smack. And this plant does the next hit and gets hit again. And now we have hit 5 times into a provoked unit. That gets rid of the damage boost, and now we can push phase. So we'll just hit this right here, and we're on into phase 2. This is the tricky one. So we're going to start out with the S3 to give everybody a speed buff and to boost Kana's attack. I think the speed buff is really important in this. We're going to save the S3 because it's a cleanse, and we don't have anything to cleanse yet, so I'm just going to... If I S1, it's going to push up the mushrooms, so I'll just, I don't know, I'll just S2 Kana, just kind of passing the time out. We'll use the S3, it'll give us an attack buff, do some really good damage to those shrooms. There they go. Ouch, ouch. Now all these stigmas, this is why we saved the S3. Now we can use the S3 to cleanse. We'll give greater attack buff to Mercedes. We'll hit with Kana. Bang, bang, bang. Good job pulling the healer with that dual attack. That was great. We're going to S2 here, because I think if we don't, we're boned. That one shroom's going to freaking blow up on us. Nope, because magic for friends. Let's go. That barrier's a little unfortunate. We'll try to chip through it as quickly as possible. I'm going to heal up Kana. She's hurt the most. Bang, bang, bang. Now, when the boss has a buff, the boss takes less damage. So I'm saving the S3 because the S3 has got our chance to dispel one buff, and I want to save that for when we've got a buff to dispel. Let's do an S1 here. S1. S3 to attack buff up. There's the buff that we'd like to get rid of. I'm going to cleanse the stigma away, give everyone an attack buff, try to give Gab to Mercedes. We'll use the S3, hopefully strip this. And give everybody a speed buff at very, very least. There's the strip. Ouch. Nice hit with Gab, another nice hit with Gab. I'm going to S2 and heal up Kana, cleanse the BS. What hits harder, her S1 or her S2? We use the S1. The S2's got a chance to dispel a buff, right? Dual attack with Mercedes. Random S1. Nice hit. Ouch, yikes. Good thing we have this ready. Okay, I'm going to use Mercedes S2, or is Kana's S3 ready? Kana's S3 is ready, so I'm going to use Mercedes S3 for the attack buff to extend the Gab an extra turn. And then I'll use the S3 here to strip the speed buff so we can start doing good damage again. Nice. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Let's heal up Kana. She's looking a little threadbare here. Bang, bang, bang. And there, we've pushed phase. Easy as that, guys. See, it was easy. I didn't have to restart this 50 times, I swear. Okay, so right out of the gate, I want to get rid of the stigma. See how she's already at 50% health? You can see where when I use Asaria's S3 and I eat a counter, if that counter hits her as well, it could kill her. And that's why if you're going to do this with Sinful Angelica, you want to build her a little bit tankier. But I'm going for backup plan, so I'm using Maid Chloe to S3, give her a raise buff, cleanse the stigma, give her attack buff. Then, on top of it all, I'm going to reset my Maid Chloe so that if she still dies, like twice, I can still bring her back. And this is the important one. We really, really, really don't want to get 15%ed here. We want the defense break and the target. As long as we get that, we're good. Don't let me down, Miss Elf Lady. Nice. And there's the counter hit. And then the extra hit. It was close, guys. It was close. But we're good. We maintained the attack buff. We got the defense and the target. We've got a full bar of souls. Burn S1. Blammo. Burn S1. Blammo. Burn S1. Blammo. I think we would probably S3 and be done, but we'll burn S1. And as you can see, you did not need Tagahel's book on Stenny. You could go ahead and put the damage artifact. I would have to test to see if 30% from Caladra is more damage than Daydream Joker or not, but that was clean and over damaged, and there you go. Epic Hell done. If you don't have Specter Tenebria, and you don't have either Maid or Sinful Angelica, you're going to need to respect the mechanics. You're going to need to do Stage 2 in such a way to remove the counter buff, and that makes Stage 3 a cakewalk. And like I said, you can check out Sue's video, linked in the description if you want to see how to do it that way, but I found that this is just a whole lot easier because, man, Stage 2 is hard enough without also trying to juggle the mechanics that are that stage. What a pain in the butt that is. So hopefully this gets your Epic Hell taken care of. Remember, you can only do it 3 times. So I get to do this 2 more times and then never do it again until next year. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments section. If you have a better team, don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope all of you have a spooky, incredible Halloween, and I will catch you next time, Epic 7. Take care.